Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know I wasn't here for 2 weeks, and it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. I was in so much physical pain almost every day. Almost every day for 2 weeks, I was in physical pain, like agonizing pain. And I didn't want to shoot a video. I just didn't want to shoot a video while I was in pain. Y'all were going to see it. I don't know. When I first wake up in the morning, the pain's there, but it kept on getting worse and worse through the day. Because I have a show that I do every morning called hashtag Daily Spiritual Soul Food on YouTube. But I couldn't come to terms with burying my soul while I was in physical pain. All right, welcome. Welcome back. If you're new here, I am Melody. Yay! I know I'm such a happy person. I'm such a happy person. We are here for What's on Melody's Mind today. I'm Melody. This is my mind. We're going to talk about what's on my mind. Caught in a Bad Romance, part 4. Part 4. Let's see if we can end this out today. Maybe, maybe not. Last episode, we are talking about I stabbed my husband in the head, and my nail filer's over there. With a nail filer 5 times. Don't mess with me. I ain't the one. I ain't the one. I know I look cute, sweet. And I am. I am. I'm cute and sweet until you mess with me too much. You can only beat on me for so much, and I know it's sad. You because I actually been beat on before. I'm like, no, not anymore. No more Ike. I did an Ike and Tina. Yes, enough. If you're new, you new school with J Lo. I'm old school. Ike and Tina. That movie came out when I was 9 years old. I I think this is going to be the last episode of season 1. I have been inconsistent with this show. It's because I have so much going on in my life, and I feel like it's making me look unprofessional, and I don't like that. I haven't been reading as much. I know when I first started, we were doing books of the weeks. It, it's March, and I haven't even read a complete book all year long. I've audiobook, however you say that word. I've listened to them. So I'm going to be going away for a brief time period, not literally away, right? But I'm going to work on my mentals. I have a stack of books I have on my nightstand to read during Lent. I know I'm such a strong Christian. I got what crosses here, cross here. I got my Jesus shirt on. Jesus. So during Lent, every year I go 40 days with no TV or meat. I know, no TV whatsoever. I can't even watch. I can't even watch church on the phone no more. I turn it on and make the screen go black so I can still hear my sermon and make it count. Cause I'm really serious about not watching TV. And so when you don't watch TV, you manage to have some free time. I have a stack of books I plan to read, and I'm going to read them. I'm going to read them. I'm tired of my shelf on my bookshelf of these are the books I haven't read. These are the books I have read, and this shelf isn't growing, but this shelf is growing. The shelf of the books I haven't read because I keep on ordering more books. I have I don't know maybe 50 books on my to read list, and I'm going to read them all because I read. I read. I've just my headspace has not been where it's supposed to be, so I haven't been reading like I'm supposed to. I've been reading my devotionals. Like I said, hashtag daily spiritual soul food. If you need some more Jesus in your life, if you haven't been reading your Bible every day, I read it to you. So yeah, that show. I'm not going away on that show. I'm not going away on that show. Hashtag daily spiritual soul food. Also have a show for children where I read the Bible to the children too. I can I can easily read and it not be a bothersome. Me telling you guys my stories, oh yeah, that drains me. That drains my spirit. I feel like I'm giving you a part of me. And that says a whole lot. So I'll be going away for a couple of months. I know. I don't it's it's March right now. It's early March. Early March. I'm gonna have a birthday in between. You can always cash at me birthday money. Mel Randa 103. MELRANDA 103. You can always cash at me birthday money if you want to, because I'm gonna have a birthday before we come back. I might come back during the summer to be different, because all of our normal regularly scheduled programs, they disappear during the summer, and you're stuck watching reruns and movies. I usually cancel my YouTube subscription during the summer, because YouTube has episodes every week. Not YouTube, Hulu. Hulu. I usually cancel my Hulu subscription during the summer, because there's no new episodes. It's nothing but movies, and I feel like I can watch movies on my Netflix or on YouTube. So I might be the weirdo that just drops episodes during the summer. We have to wait and see. I don't know. I don't know. It's what the spirit moves me to do, but there will be a season 2. That's a guarantee. All right, let's get into what's on Melody's mind today. I feel like something's in my eyelashes, both of them. Like crazy, crazy. Yes, these are fake eyelashes, because I like them. I like fake eyelashes. When I put on mascara, you can't see it on the TV. You can see it in real life, but I'm on TV, so I feel like I have to put on some type of, I don't know, stage makeup. That's just the way I was raised. Lipstick, eyeliner, and eyelashes. That's just the type of girl I am. And I know I'm rocking my hair natural. I'm rocking my hair natural up in the little puff. It is what it is. All right, what's on Melody's mind today? Yay, long intro, right? So we were talking about me stabbing Kevin in the head with a nail filer 5 times. Blood everywhere. I remember cleaning the blood up off the walls like it was yesterday. Somehow, somehow, I mean, yeah, because that time he didn't beat me. I beat him. Makes me feel real good telling people, yeah, I stabbed my husband in the head 5 times with a nail filer. Really does. Really does. I was the victor of that battle. You hear dogs moaning and groaning. Cute. I have 2 puppies and their mommy in my room. Why are they in my room? Because I have 2 other pit bulls and a chihuahua in other rooms. I can't help it. I'm not the crazy cat lady. I'm the crazy dog lady. But I'm crazy about Jesus, not crazy about this world. Why? Why are they making noise? I don't understand. They love to make noise when I'm on camera. All right. The little baby. She said, Granny, my mommy's messing with me. I love this baby. Anyways, so baby wants to be in the camera. This is Yang. Her sister's Ying. We have the Yin Yang twins. This is my Puyo baby. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Say hi. Ooh, she burped. Big old baby. Whoever had them before were abusing them. They're extremely skittish. They were they were so bony. They were so bony. I couldn't help it. Came home on a potty break one time, door dashing, and there were 2 pit bull puppies and their mother across the street. Now they live in my office with me. I can't help it. I love to love. I love to love, and I love the animals so much. Anyways, thanks for distracting me, sweetie pie. Kevin, I remember cleaning up so much blood, because it is. You stab somebody in the head, it was gushing everywhere. I remember him saying, I'm gushing, because it literally was just like a gusher, like so serious, hilarious. Somehow, some way, we kissed and made up, because he was my husband. He was my husband, and I was in my 20s, and I tolerated a whole lot more mess. And why should I be mad? I stabbed him. I stabbed him. I thought I got it through his thick head. No more violence, Ike. I literally used to call him Ike, and he got so offended. I'm like, well, you don't like it? Stop beating on me. Stop making me feel like Tina. So we end up moving directly across the street. I don't know. Yeah, because he made it hard for me to work. So he seriously made it hard for me to work. I had a job, CCA, CCS. I forget commercial company, what a commercial credit card association, whatever the name of the place I worked at. It was a scam. It was a fraud. They all got shut down. People who ran it, they're in prison. I don't know if they're still in prison, but oh, they went to jail. But he made it extremely hard for me to work because he was just so jealous of the fact that, I guess because I was 8 years younger than him, and I looked like this. And I looked even better back then because I was just younger and tighter and skinnier and stuff. Like, face still the same. The body was better. But he truly made it hard for me to work. So of course we end up losing the apartment. And when we get the eviction notice on the door, that's when he's like, go to the hostro and do your little thing so we can still have a roof over our head. Because me and him were homeless at a point of time in the car for 4 days. 4 days. He slept in the car with me for 4 days before he was just like, nope, go make some money. Can't do this anymore. So I seriously, it's like something in my eye. I can't see it, but I can feel it. Like, oh my goodness, the world's coming to an end because there's something in my eye. I mean, the world's coming to an end, but not because there's something in my eye. But so we literally got an apartment directly across the street. He found it. He found it. He found it. He worked out the details with the landlord and everything. It was just my job to bring the money. So I brought the money, moved across the street. And yeah, he we downgraded into a one bedroom, but it was upstairs, downstairs, and the complex had a pool. We swam in that pool. It had laundry room on facility. That was nice. And things were okay for a while. I remember it was my 23rd birthday, right? Yeah, 23rd birthday. Guess what this so my birthday's on the 3rd, April 3rd. And this man, he got somehow he managed to convince the government to give him a check. Yeah, the welfare people. He managed to convince them to give him a check. He got food stamps and he got a little check like $200. He bought his son a drum set. Praise ye the Lord for that. But from the 1st to the 3rd, there's only a day in between there. He's out of money. You know what this man got me for my 23rd birthday? A pack of Newport 100. No, a Newport shorts. Talking about they didn't have 100, so I just got you shorts. I smoke 100s. If you didn't, you go to a different gas station, you big dummy, and you get me the right kind. So yeah, he bought me a pack of cigarettes with the wrong kind, and I had to go to the store and get my money back so I can go to a different store to get the right kind. Like, are you kidding me? Like, just all bad, all bad, all bad. That same night, that same night, apparently, allowed my husband to make sweet love to me. It wasn't no sweet love. We got it in, and I got pregnant. I know, right? I got pregnant with Kaylin, my youngest sweet little baby. I got pregnant with the fourth of my children. So yeah, yeah. Now I'm pregnant with another baby. Didn't we discover it was I was a hooker. You don't hook while you're pregnant, and if you do, you only do it for so long because once you start showing, there's only a handful of tricks that think it's attractive to see a pregnant woman. Most of them are like, I'm not touching you. There's another man's baby in there. So yeah, we end up losing that apartment eventually, right? I remember going to plasma. And yeah, I went to plasma. I used to donate plasma. And I got off the bus, tried to smoke a cigarette, and just threw up. And I was just like, oh Lord, I got to be pregnant. He went out of town to New Orleans, y'all, to his grandfather's funeral. And I took the children and went and got a pregnancy test. Yeah, when it was positive, I cried. I cried. Not that I didn't want my dear sweet Kaylin. I was just too close, and there was just too much going on in my life. I knew it was not a good thing. And yeah, so we end up losing the apartment. My children, Isaiah and Kaylani, they were with my mother because when things got bad, I didn't want to expose my children to the terribleness of the situations, and I didn't want my children to be unstable. If I'm unstable, that's one thing, but go stay with Nana until mommy figures this out. Mommy still loves you, but please go stay with Nana until mommy figures this out. So I don't know how we ended up in Oakland. Maybe I made enough money because I still tricked while I was pregnant. But I got out of Vegas before I was too big because we knew from prior pregnancy that once you got too big, it was just you can't hide it no more. So yeah, and I only gained 19 and a half pounds with Kaylin. That's what stress will do to a pregnancy. So we take the Greyhound to Oakland. Me, Cavell, our little baby that we have together, and Kevin, Kevin Bell. So we take the Greyhound to Oakland. Who's in Oakland? Kevin's adopted mother, Betty. Yeah, I'm like, what's her name? Betty. I don't have in contact with her anymore. Not ever since Kevin died. What's the point? What's the point? I lost custody of my children, and your son's dead. And what's the point? So we go to Oakland, and we stay with Betty for about a week or so. This wasn't my first time in Oakland. No, I've went to Oakland a couple times with Kevin. So yeah, Betty tries to get us. She got us on welfare. I know, like, yay, welfare. They're good occasionally when you need them. When you're in predicaments like this, your husband refuses to work and you're so pregnant. People don't understand. You can't get it is hard to get a job when you're pregnant and you're showing because they know that you're not going to be coming to work in a couple months. So they don't want to hire you knowing that in a couple months you're not going to be working there. Kevin couldn't get that through his thick head. So we got on welfare. Praise ye the Lord for the government and the good things that they do occasionally. So, welfare gave us hotel vouchers because we were trying to get a place in Alameda County. That's what it's called, Alameda County. That's where Oakland is and everything. And it's expensive to live out there. It's expensive. So after staying in hotels for about a week or so, and hotel vouchers running low, yes, hotel vouchers running low. I mean, the government gave us a check. They gave us a check, and I think they gave us a back check. And I was pregnant, so I was pregnant, so you get a check for that. You get a check for myself, and I got a check for Cavell. I don't know. And Kevin still managed to get his check because we are working the system to the best of our ability. I was like, let's go move to where it's cheaper, where it's affordable. Cause Alameda County, I think it was like $1,000 per rent per month back then for a 1 or 2 bedroom. And I was like, in Barstow, where my mommy stayed, we can get a place for 600. Why not use our brains? Yay! So we go down to Barstow. Barstow, what's in Barstow? Every time I hear that, I think of what is it, Fast and Furious 2? That's where Roland was at, the little derby. I said, I've never seen a derby in Barstow like they showed on the movie. They need to show me where that is because I stayed in Barstow for quite a bit of time. But, okay. So, we go to Barstow. We stayed in a hotel maybe a week. Maybe a week. And when you claim homelessness on welfare, they'll give you a deposit for your first month's rent, yeah, they'll give you a voucher for your first month's rent and a deposit. So they paid for us to get in the apartment, and then because I had so many children, yeah, I was claiming all my children. That's what it was. It was like, how I get so much, because I had a total of 3.5 children. Who's the half the baby inside me? So yeah, I was claiming all my children. So welfare check paid the rent. So we move into an apartment. Upton. I said that for the few people who know. So yeah, we stayed there. Got Isaiah and Kaylani in school. No, Kaylani went in school then. We got Isaiah in school. Kaylani was still a little young tyke, so we got Kaylin. Okay, too many children. My Kaylin is Kaylani and Isaiah mixed together. We meshed up the last two of our children. Their names Cavell is Kev and Mel, and Kaylin is Kaylani and Isaiah. Just in case somebody's wondering where are your children's name from, Isaiah is off of Isaiah. Kaylani means sent from heaven. Apparently, I'm thirsty. My cheetah tumbler. Wow. I love cheetahs. Absolutely love cheetah print. Want to make me happy? Buy me something cheetah. So, babies are in school. Well, Isaiah's in school, walking distance. He used to walk walk him to school. Yeah, I think Kevin walked him to school occasionally. Yeah, he was being somewhat good, somewhat good, somewhat good. I didn't put this on my talking points. I forgot. I remember it was about a week, not a full week, maybe a few days before Kaylin was born. Kevin was just he was he was foul. He was foul. He was foul. Kaylin was born on December 31st. So yeah, Christmas is literally the week before, right? Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. That's how that goes. And I didn't pay the electric and the gas in full because I wanted to have my children to have a Christmas, because that's what I was into back in the day, the pagan holiday, because I ain't know no better. I know now, but I didn't know back then. So we get into a verbal argument about about the fact that I didn't pay. I remember, why did I remember the exact amount? I paid $64 on whatever it was instead of the whole thing. I put a payment on it, and he was upset. And we get into a verbal argument, which leads into a physical altercation. He didn't put his hands on me per se, but he pushed me. He pushed me, and I fell into the refrigerator, not into the refrigerator, but on the refrigerator. I didn't feel Kalen move for a whole about. I didn't feel him move for a couple hours. I went to the hospital. I sure did. I had to make sure my baby was still okay. And I do remember another time him just yelling and yelling and yelling and yelling. And I remember him throwing the keys at me. And me being 9 months pregnant, and the history with that man. Oh yeah, I called the police on him. Yeah, so he went to jail. He's like, but I didn't even hit her. You threatened me. You darn sure threatened me and made me feel like you were gonna hurt me and my baby. So yeah, I sure did put him in jail. I let it be known I ain't putting up with your mess no more. And I wasn't. I was not putting up with his mess anymore. So of course he gets out of jail in Rialto. How do you pick somebody up in Barstow and release them in Rialto and expect them to figure out how to get home? Kevin's a smooth talker, so he talks somebody into giving him a ride. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. It's not like I can ask him now. Remember, he's dead. So, few days. No, it was December 29th. I was just in so much pain. I walked to the hospital, and I'm like, I need to have this baby. And they're like, you're not in labor, you're just having Braxton Hicks. Stop telling that to women. Stop telling that to women. Just be like, I don't know. But that is just not what you want to hear when you just want this baby out of you. They called me up the very next day and they're like, oh my goodness, you're like past your delivery date. Do you just want to come in here and have a C section? Duh. Duh. So I scheduled a C section at 7:30 in the morning on New Year's Eve. Why? Why didn't I want to wait till the new year so I can claim them on some taxes? Yeah, I worked somewhere. I worked somewhere. I definitely got a tax return that year. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did. I remember. I remember because it was my very first large tax return back in the day. So, dogs want to make noise. They're just so disrespectful. 7:30 in the morning. The what's that thing called? The hospital's like 3 miles away. I asked my mommy for a ride, and she said no. It's just too early for her to get up. So yeah, 7:30 in the morning. Well, however long, six something in the morning, maybe five something in the morning. I don't know how slow I walk. No, I don't think I was walking slow back then because I was 20 something. I was still fit. I was still fit. So yeah, I walked to the hospital to have my baby because my mommy said she just wasn't giving me a ride. The dog trying to steal my blanket. Oh, I guess so. Well, yeah. So we have Kaylin. They cut me open, and I don't know what it is with my first and my last. I feel everything. I feel everything. They, I don't remember. They didn't knock me out. I just fell asleep. They cut me open and I threw up. I remember they cut me open. I only threw up a little bit because obviously I wasn't eating or drinking because I knew I was about to have surgery. But I still threw up whatever, and I threw up and I was just like, good night, good night. I remember waking up and the nurse telling me I have a beautiful baby boy, blonde hair, blue eyes. I know, right? I'm black. My baby's blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm half white. I'm half white. No, my mommy told me that. My mommy told me that because my mommy wasn't there when I had the baby. My husband was. He showed up. Yeah, he showed up whenever at some point in time. How did that happen? I walked to the hospital, but my mother goes and picks up my husband, drops him off, and then go watch my children. And then he goes home. They switch. She's at the hospital and he's gone because he can't stand hospitals. I know, right? Just and remember, my mommy told me he has blonde hair, blue eyes. I was like, who the heck has blue eyes in my family? My mom's like, I do, and I was like, your eyes are blue. Obviously, I never looked into my mother's eyes at that point in time. My youngest baby, when I look at pictures of my mom when she was a child, my youngest baby looked just like my mama. It's creepy. It is creepy. The day he turned 6 months old, the day, the day he turned 6 months old, them eyes changed from blue to green. So his eyes end up being green like his daddy's, which is just, it's miraculous because every other child of mine, eyes came out different colors than what they ended up being. Yeah, Kaylani she had gray and blue swirls in her eyes until she was 4 months old and then they turned brown. I know it's weird. When you're black, you have all you can make whatever color baby God wants you to make because black is all the colors in the world. So any combination, it's just anything can come out. My children don't look like they're related. Oddly enough, my children don't look like they're related. My oldest son, he looks like he's black and Irish. Kaylani looks like she's Hawaiian. Cavell looks like he's Puerto Rican, and Kalen looks like he's white because he is still blonde hair, green-eyed, pasty pale, little white-looking Negro. But anyway, so I come home from the hospital. Yeah, I think it was the day I came home. So sad. Yeah, my mommy gives me a ride home from the hospital. Kevin kisses me on my forehead, and he said he's going to the grocery store because we need groceries in the house. I hate them forehead kisses. Them forehead kisses never meant anything nice. If you're with a man who kisses you on the forehead, you better. I don't know. I don't know about your man. I just know about my ex-husband. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So he kissed me on my forehead, and my mother dropped him off at the grocery store, which was directly across the street from her house. And hours later, no Kevin. We all go to sleep because that's what happens with nighttime. Wake up, no Kevin. Melody starts calling all of Kevin's friends. No Kevin. Couple days go by. No Kevin. Kevin straight up took my welfare card with all my food stamps and all my cash and just ran away. Ran away. Yes, I literally did not have a dollar to my name. He pawned DVDs in the children's video games prior to, because apparently he was planning his escape because he had on multiple shirts when he left. I didn't notice this. I was drugged up. I just had a baby. But when I looked in the closet, I could tell that he apparently he walked out with several layers of clothes on because he couldn't just take a bag with him. So he wore the clothes out. And I just had a baby. I was drugged up. So yeah, I couldn't afford to pay my rent. I couldn't afford the cable. Yeah, because back in the day we had cable. I couldn't afford to pay the gas, the electric, and I literally had to put out a missing persons report so that I can get charity, Catholic charities. Oh my goodness. And I promise you, there's like something messing with both my eyeballs right now. Catholic charities and some church. Some church. I forget the name of the church. I forget the name of the church. But they both gave me vouchers to pay for, not vouchers, but checks to pay for my rent because I had to explain the situation, and my landlord was just like, I'm gonna be patient with you, but I still need my money. Are you? Okay. Okay. So yeah, Kevin just takes off and leaves me high and dry. I literally had not gotten the prescription because I just had a C-section and my tubes tied. I didn't have money to pay for my prescription. So I would wake up every day and just felt like I got hit by a truck because I just had two major surgeries. I was in so much pain, and I had not only I was in so much pain, I had what, a 7-year old, a 5-year old, a 1-year old, and a newborn. And I was just in so much pain. And he leaves me high and dry. I do not hear from Kevin until what? A whole year and a half later. A whole year and a half later, this man sends me a letter to my house because I managed to keep the apartment because God loves me. He was being nice to my children. Woo, praise ye the Lord, saints. So Kevin sends me a letter, and I remember the beginning of the letter says, "I'm in jail, so now you have a temporary address on me." Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got that letter. Do you know the very next day I'm on Greyhound. You just disappeared from me and my child for a year and a half. You my husband, you just straight up disappeared for a year and a half. Like, Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I Greyhound because I didn't have a car back then. I Greyhound and I go visit him at the jail. Oh yes, I do. Yes, I do. In jail, CCDC, you don't have to pre-register. You just show up, say I'm here for a visit. So I'm here for sitting at the visit, and it's not a TV. It's you're right there. You're literally right there. Like he's on that side of the wall, a table, and I'm on this side of the table. He gets there and he sees me, and he starts spazzing out. He was like, "Oh my goodness, I thought it was Omar. Omar was his best friend. He hadn't the slightest clue who was coming to visit him. I don't remember what I said to him, but I definitely gave him a piece of my mind. But yeah, it was worth taking that 2.5 hour Greyhound ride. I don't know why Greyhound takes 2.5 hours on the bus when it only takes 2 hour drive if you're driving the speed limit. I don't know why. I don't know why. They don't stop anywhere. They don't stop at Baker. It's just straight through. But I made it to there and I gave him a piece of my mind. Like, are you kidding me? You just abandoned me and my 4 children? Two of these are your flesh and blood, and you just abandoned us? Just abandoned us. And that's not even the worst of it. Honestly, I think that was the best thing he could have ever did for me is leave. Because apparently I was stuck on stupid and was just going to stay married to the evil man because I didn't know any better. I really didn't know any better. So, yeah, he left. Praise ye the Lord. He left, and I was just like, no, I'll never take you back. He was like, well, no, I will never take you back. you did not, you didn't just hurt me. You took no regard for my children. Playing with me and my emotions is one thing, but playing with my children, you didn't care how we was gonna keep a roof over our head, how we were gonna eat. Because yeah, the welfare office didn't give us the money back. They're like, no, you gave him your card willingly. He was your husband. He was assigned to your account, so it is what it is. But they gave me a new card. He didn't touch the food stamp, so at least we were able to eat, right? But yeah, no, done data. He served himself his walking papers. He did not want to believe that though, but it is what it is. So yeah, I went down there and told him a thing or two, and then took a Greyhound right back. I really took a whole day trip basically to tell my ex-husband he wasn't my ex at that point in time, but to give him a piece of my mind. To give him a piece of my mind. You do not play with my children. You just don't do it. So yeah. All right. 38 minutes into the episode. We're gonna end it here. We're gonna end it here. If I come back next season to tell you more about my evil husband, at first husband, ex-husband, dead husband, whatever you want to call him, that rat bastard. If I come back and tell you more about him, because I definitely have more stories. Because this isn't the end of our relationship. It wasn't over until he died. Like, it was just the end of us being together. If I come back and tell you more, then I do. I don't know what's in the cards. All I know is I need some personal time to get things situated because I've been inconsistent and I don't like the way that looks. I think that's bad professionally. So yeah, I'm taking some time. I'm taking a season off. Right? This is season 1. Come back for season 2. I might give you updates letting you know when it's going to happen whenever I realize season 2 is going to be here. Just keep me on your subscription list. The moment I drop a video, you'll be notified. Until we meet again, thank you for coming to see what's on Melody's mind today, season 1. I love you. I truly love and appreciate, adore you. If you want to see me, and I mean, you can follow me on Instagram, God's Nature Child 2, because somebody hacked my original account. And Facebook, Mel Brown Jr. I think that's my name on Facebook. But also, What is that? Daily Spiritual Soul Food. Hashtag Daily Spiritual Soul Food on YouTube. I'm reading the Bible every day. People love it. People love my honesty, my rawness. It's not just me reading the Bible. I'm explaining things. And I give you my personal life experiences. I teach you how to apply the Bible. Not only do I read my biblical devotions, I apply. I show you how to apply them. I personalize it. Just check it out. Check it out. If you have any children, elementary age, hashtag Bible time for children on YouTube as well. Until we meet again, I love you. God loves you. You have a blessed and wonderful day. I'll see you in a season. Bye.